Hey there, Dream Eaters. This is Yume Nabi here, and today we are streaming the Cinderella Phenomenon Evermore. Yep. We're gonna play chapter 2 of the game. Okay, now let's play Cinderella Phenomenon. We got chapter 2. We're just gonna play chapter 2 and then we're gonna stop that. And then next time I stream, I wanna play Black Rock Shooter. It could be Friday I play it, or okay, I think this is where I left off, chapter 2. I started. The next day, Father officially introduced Rod as our dance instructor. The announcement caused quite a stir, and soon all the servants are talking about him. Nobody remembers him. It is not long before the gossip spreads through Angeli. Most of what people are saying is positive. It seems Rod does have quite the reputation. It is amazing that Rod has made a name for himself in such a short time. I hope he overhears these conversations and is proud of himself. I certainly am. He did this all for us. I love him. I am on my way to the throne room when I hear one such conversation between two maids. So, what do you think of the new dance instructor? He looks to have a stern demeanor, but I'm sure maybe he's a secret charmer. Yeah, he is. They giggle. I'm impressed someone so young has earned so much practices in Brigantia. I hope I said that right. I can only imagine how talented he must be. And he's handsome to boot. I wonder what he looks like when he smiles. He's always has such a scowl on his face. Do they never tire of gossiping, especially about my man? But it's strange, isn't it? Sir Rod has visited the palace many times before. I wonder why. Oh! Do you suppose he's courting Princess M? They seem really close. Oh! Girls, you want to get fired? Stop gossiping about my man. Oh, maybe you're right. And they don't know, but that's okay, but still. I nearly choke on my own breath, and then I put a hand on my mouth to keep from laughing. She find this funny. You know what's strange though? The fact that they look so similar. That That is rather odd. Do you think you could be courting Princess Yume? I love that they said Princess Yume, even though I am an empress, but I love that. You think? From what I overhear, Princess Yume has never expressed interest in any of her suitors. That doesn't mean I don't express interest in him. Well, I guess I am grateful no one has caught on to the tidbit of gossip at least. I shake my head as they make my way to the throne room. They do look alike. Like, you could look at these guys and automatically assume they are siblings. Rod and M look up in Yujin when I step inside. M immediately shoves her hand behind her back and smiles at me. It is a strange, strained smile. Hello, Yume. Are you okay? Of course, why wouldn't I be? Her eyebrows are so thin. I'm sorry, I just had to pay attention to that. Her voice actually squeaks, and I'm unsure whether to be confused or concerned. I raise an eyebrow. What's going on? Is it the rumor? Rod gives M a gentle nudge. Aren't you going to be late for your piano lesson, M? Oh, you're right. I'll see you both later. M makes a beeline for the door, and only slows as she gets closer to me. She turns and, obviously hiding something behind her back, continues to sidestep towards the door. What was that? You're acting strange. It's just your imagination. Oh no, no, no. The last thing to leave her mouth before she exits is an excruciating, awkward laugh. Rod looks like he's trying not to cringe. M is a terrible liar. I turn to Rod exponentially. I like how whatever option I choose, I don't get a bad ending, but there's a best ending. So that's what we're gonna aim for. Ask Rod about M's behavior, stay silent. Well, we're gonna stay silent because, I don't know, I guess it's better to hear from the horse's mouth. Let me... Right when I make a choice. Okay. They are obviously keeping some secret from me, but I am more amused than irritated. I cannot help but smile on his face. Nothing at all. Yeah! Rod smiles, if not a little awkwardly, before turning to a nearby table to look at his music sheets. The table is new. Father had it placed here for our lessons. Yeah, our father's alive in this universe. So, have you heard the latest gossip? Rod groans. Please tell me you're not actually interested. I assure you the gospel is a little more entertaining. How so? I overheard a rumor that you're recording M today. Oh my god. Rod stares at me in horror. I laugh at his reaction. He's so cute. You're just messing with me. No, it's the truth. The maids talked about it and everything. Who started this rumor? Do they not realize how ridiculous it is? I mean, they don't know you guys are siblings. Rob pinches the bridge of his nose. Why did it have to be M? There is nothing about you? I suppose we have no chemistry. Aw. That just means our acting is impeccable. Aw, these two are something else. How much longer are we going to pretend, Rod? It has been 2 years. You made this wish so we didn't have to hide. So why are we still doing this? Rod looks away, eyes distant. Rod? Are you still afraid people will think you unworthy because you are a commoner? Stop. We made it to the happily ever after part. Can we just be happy? Can we have some babies to smooch? Rod flinches. Oh, I guess he did not like that part. Okay. I'm gonna back up. I saw what Mother went through after marrying the king. I know it must have been difficult transition, though Ophelia is well loved. I look at him perplexed. Are you scared you will have to go through the same thing as Ophelia? I don't care what people say about me. I'm concerned what they'll say about you. Oh no, don't worry about me. Like, I saved the world, basically. I'm a witch. Rod, you already know I do not care what others say about me. I mean, I am no stranger to shutting people out. That's true. I've lived most of my life being hated by this kingdom. Rod, I think I can handle myself just fine. You're right. Maybe it is me after all. Rod. Rod abruptly shrugged. I mean, maybe he's just insecure, but yeah, you're insecure. But I can understand why. As if shrinking the worry from his shoulder. Let's not talk about this right now. I just remember something I wanted to discuss with you. Oh, what is this all of a sudden? It's about the last letter you sent. Oh, right. I suppose I sounded very angry in that letter, but how did you even read it? I sent it out 3 days before you arrived. Em retrieved it from the messengers before it was sent out. Did I really? I forgot. Did I really send a letter? I don't remember. It was kind of the heat of the moment, you know? Oh shoot. I did wrote a letter. I did wrote a letter. He frowns. Oh no. I read it. I see you're still mad at me for making that witch. How could I not be? You sacrificed so much only to leave. Right? Like, why leave? But he has to be a better man for us, but I understand. Still, this sucks. No cuddles, no love. You know the reason I made that wish, Yume. Right. Yes, I do know, but that does not mean I cannot regret it on your behalf. Yikes. Before we made the decision to hide together, now you have made it so that you are the one who must sacrifice everything. It is not anger, but sadness that causes Spark to jump at my fingertips. I close my eyes and take a deep breath to calm myself. I needed that too. Are you alright? I'm fine. Why are you asking that question? You know she's not fine. When I open my eyes again, the sparks are gone. Oh, you don't love him anymore? Shroud signs. I wanted this, Yume, not just for you, but for myself too. Being a prince was a constant reminder of how much I lied to the world about who I was. With this wish, I started living a life crafted by my own hands. But he's getting so close. I gotta take a picture of this. Before I can say anything else, Rod has closed the distance between us and pressed his lips to mine, effectively cutting off my words. He should do that more often. His blushing face. Afterward, he pulls back and looks right into my eyes. His face flushed. It strikes me that this has happened more than a few times. Must you always do that so suddenly? Oh, and she's blushing too. They're so cute. I love this root. Rod grumbles and shrugs. It's always the easiest way to get you to stop talking. Anyway, I love you, Yume, and I would do anything for you. He didn't say it like that, but I'm just putting that passion in there. No matter what happens in the future, I know I will never regret this wish. Rod sets a hand on my shoulder and squeezes. Ziz. Stop worrying about all this, okay? I promise it will work out. Okay. I cannot promise. I will certainly try. That's good enough for me. That's good enough for me too. Now, he reaches for my hand and plants a kiss on the back of it. Shall we continue where we left off yesterday? I smile as I place my other hand on his shoulder. Are they gonna dance? That's all they do. Dance, dance, dance. We shall. Love it. It's cute. It's cute though. It's cute. They're cute. These past few days, Rod has been teaching me one of Brigantian's dances we learned. Every time I say Brigantia, I think of like Code Geass, and I just think of Lelouch, and I just think of the battle with Britannian and the Japan, and like, oh my god, I miss Code Geass. This dance in particular is full of energy and involves a lot of twirling and side steps. Rod leads me into a spin after spin. We have become comfortable enough dancing with each other that we do not need to focus on our steps when we move. Okay. I'm glad because it allows me to focus on this serene expression. Is there something on my face? I shake my head. Nothing but your wonderful smile. They're in love. I was just thinking how much I miss dancing with you. Same here, but can we do it every day? Yes, only how much longer will every day last? Oh my god. By the time the song has stopped, I'm almost out of breath. A job well done, Yume. You still need to practice your footwork, but you're learning quickly. Ralph leads me to a chair and hands me a glass of water. Thank you. I need some water. I gulped down at least half the glass before facing Rod. That dance was exhausting. Are you not out of breath? I've had a lot of practice. With other girls. Once you get used to the steps, they become chatheric. What? You just need to build stamina. I have no stamina. I have an absolute zero stamina. I'll get tired after like 10 minutes of walking. I don't know, maybe because I just stay inside all day and just don't give my legs some breath. It's a dance that suits Britannians though. They're very lively. I look at Rod curious. Can you tell me more about life in Brigantia? Rod seems to ponder quietly for a few moments. Then, after some consideration, he pulls out a chair and sits beside me. He begins by telling me how difficult life was for him at the beginning, especially given that he never left the kingdom before. He was constantly homesick, but Claude and his family were able to lighten that burden by being overly accommodating. Claude is, Claude's cool. I like him. He's probably next route. At first, it was overwhelming. Eventually, however, Rod becomes accustomed to the royal family's enthusiasm. Okay. He tells me very briefly about them. When he brings up Lance, Claude's brother, I cannot help but wonder. I have spoken to Lance a few times. He seems very cordial than Claude, but I do not know him well. I wonder what he's like. Rod crosses his arm. Being a student was easier than being a teacher. Back when I lived here, all I needed to do was study. I might not have been good at most of my classwork, but at least it was straightforward work. True. Really? Em told me once that you were a fast learner. She said you knew how to sing, dance, cook. Rod flushes. He's so cute. I excel in those things because I enjoyed them, not because I was a good student. That's true. If if you enjoy something, it becomes easier to be good at them. I look at him curious. I have never heard you sing or watch you cook. Let's do both. Rod shrugs. Dancing was the easiest way for me to express myself when I lost my voice. Now it feels like the most natural thing to focus on. Singing, Little Mermaid, she knew how to sing. I don't know about cooking though, but I can see why they made Rod a singer. But traditional classwork has never come easy to me. Yep, math, science, English. And here I thought the only thing you were bad at was expressing your feelings. Rod's cheeks turn an endearing shade of pink as he scowls at me. Rod, you're the worst. He signs as he glances at the window at some distant side. I love Tsudere, man. Tsudere characters are just so cute. So what are you bad at then? Why would you ask me that? Because I'm curious. You have to promise not to laugh. I won't. Rod stares down at his hand and sighs. Now I'm really curious now. History, politics, fencing, remembering dates and names and combats. Okay, that's not so bad. I'm not good with history too. Politics, I hate politics. Fencing, I would love to learn fencing. That would be pretty cool. Because it's similar to swords. And remembering dates and names, that's a valid thing to not remember. It's hard to remember people's names and faces. Combat, I would love to be good at fighting. I feel like that's a skill that people should know for self-defense. My swordsmanship is atrocious. There was a clear distress in Rod's eyes when he confessed. This to me, his usual sodic facade is broken. The Rod I see before me looks vulnerable and anxious. Oh, give him a hug. I cannot help but smile. Oh, okay, she's different from me. Why are you smiling? I'm always happy when you open up to me. It makes me feel like I'm a part of your life. I would have done something different. See, that's why this is why she's over there and I'm over here. Then from now on, I'll make sure to tell you about even the little things. I will love that. Yeah, that's cool. But once my dance lessons are over, I head back to my room to practice creating simple potions. It is a solitary task, one I normally practice in my free time. However, probably because I am always so bored during the experiments. I love she got these cute dolls. I sit up groggily, realizing belatedly that I have fallen asleep at my desk. Various potion ingredients lay scattered on the surface. I I stare at the clock. It's already the next day? How in the world did I sleep through the last night's dinner? A knock sounds at the door. I can really hear that knock. Flip away this letter. Yeah. Keep that low. Your Highness! Oh wait, that's a maid. His Majesty requires your presence in the throne room. Understood. I wonder what he wants from me so early in the morning. Father is seated on his throne. When I enter, Rod stands before him. Good morning, Yume. I can't do a guy voice. Good morning, Father. I approach warily. I called you here for an important announcement. Rod, would you like to do the honors? I am surprised by the glowing smile on Rod's face. I have officially asked permission from His Majesty to court you, Yume. I stare between the two of them with wide eyes. When did this happen? Last night. I was asleep. You were already asleep, so we thought it would be best to wait until morning to tell you. I turn my baffled gaze to Rod, who is still smiling. I miss my courtship. I thought about what you said. I agree. It's time we stop hiding. There's no reason for it anymore. I move before I can think. In a heartbeat, I have my arms wrapped around Rod's waist and my head on his shoulder. I feel as if a monstrous weight has suddenly been lifted from my shoulders. There will be no more hiding, which means I no longer have to hide my affection for him. News of our courtship spreads like wildfire. In love with someone else! I can feel my face heat at his words. Oh, you're blushing. I am not. I promised to look after Rod, and I intend to keep that promise. And that goes for you too, princess. If I have to drive away 100 women, I'll do it. Aw, Seppi's MVP. Seppi's so cute. The thought of a tiny plush bunny attempting to scare off a gaggle of girls made me laugh. Seppi's awesome. Seppi's skebby. Before I know it, I become absorbed in the conversation. Hours later, when our conversation winds down, I make my way back to my room to read my potion book. Today I'm going to the margin for one of my magic lessons, or at least that was the plan. Just yesterday, however, I received a letter from Parfait saying there is a change of plans. Oh? What happened? Everyone at the margin has decided to throw a small celebration for Rod and me. Oh, a surprise party! At first, Rod seemed reluctant to go, but he couldn't refuse after Parfait personally requested his presence. Excuse me. In the end, the two of us agreed to go by carriage. We're having our date. Rod is already standing by the carriage when I arrive. I smile when our eyes meet, but Rod only nods, his mind seemingly elsewhere. Oh no. I immediately notice the dark circles around his eyes. Let me get... Oh... I guess he does have dark circles. Everything alright? I'm fine, I just didn't get much sleep last night. I was up reading the King's books far past midnight. The King's books? I found out only a few days ago that Father started lending Rod specific study materials. Apparently these books are meant to teach Rod more about policies and rules governing our kingdom. Oh yeah, Rod said he's not good at politics, and he has to learn politics and this stuff if we ends up, you know. I hope you're not overworking yourself. Rod smiles. It is a tired but thankfully reassuring smile. I'm not. He holds out a hand and helps me into the carriage. No sooner have we entered the town than some of the townsfolk, noticing the royal carriage, begin to wave at us. They love us. The response is uplifting before the masses avoid me. Now things are different. Things first began to change when I made a public apology after breaking my curse. Okay. The townsfolk were at first skeptical of whether or not I would follow in my mother's footsteps at the Vtuber bear, but their trust began to grow when I started dispelling the fairy tale curse. I'm your queen. I'm your queen. I did that. I did that. Yes, me. Let me see. Like, good? Huh? Yeah. Princess! I look out the window and see a little boy running to keep pace with the carriage. Can I give you something? A gift, please? I ordered the carriage to stop, and I step out like the queen I am. The boy flashes a toothy grin, then without any preamble, he holds out a lily. I got this for you, princess. I take the flower from him with a gentle smile. Thank you. Is that what's on my head? The boy claps his hands behind his back and smiles shyly. Someday, I'll become a prince and marry you. That's cute. I am simultaneously bemused and taken aback by the confession. Oh, that is what is on her head, I think. It's cute. I appreciate your gift, but I'm afraid I'm already courting a prince. I just saw Rod, who stands between me and the carriage. The boy blinks. She rejects him like that. But he's not a real prince, right? That does not matter, you are right. That's kind of effed up if I said you are right. What does the guy say? You are right? That's insane to say! I guess I gotta follow the best ending though. I don't agree with it, but this is the best ending. You are right. I kneel down in front of the boy so we can see eye to eye. I need to see what was the game thought process. But you do not need to be a prince to marry a princess. Really? Ophelia's words come to mind. One's title should not be a hindrance when it comes to love, she once said. Everyone is free to love whoever they want. Oh, okay, I like that. The boy looked between the two of us, his bright smile returned. That must mean Sir Rod loves you very much. Oh, look at Rod. Just blushing again. I glance at Rod, whose cheeks have reddened to a soft crimson. With all my heart. Ah! The words still come out a low mumble, and only the boy and I can hear them, so that makes my heart flutter. Me too. I give the boy my heartfelt thanks before stepping back into the carriage. With all your heart? Rod crossed his arms and turned his head away, but there is no hiding the flush in his cheeks. When I tell you Tsudere guys are just the best type, when you like, I just don't like. Let me break you down. Tsudere anime guys that are just so cute. Like you have like Kyo from Fruit Basket is honestly #1 tier Tsudere guy. I love him. Oh my god. Yeah, Kyo from Fruit Basket is honestly just the best Tsudere. Rod gives me that vibe. I feel like Vegeta is the Tsudere too. Like he like, you know, he acts tough, but you know, he loves his friends and family. He doesn't say it, but he does, you know. I love it. Remember when that episode when Bulma got hit and then he was like, "My Bulma!" Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I wonder if I can think of any other Tsudere guys. Inuyasha, right, of course. Inuyasha, oh my gosh, the old school, of course, Tsudere guy. Oh my gosh, how could I forget about Inuyasha? Of course. Yes, Inuyasha is the king of Tsuderes. Oh my gosh, Kyo, Vegeta, Inuyasha. That's it. If I can't think of any more Tsudere guys, but if there's more, then tell me more. I just love Tsudere guys. They're my favorite type of dairies. Like, Rod crosses his arm and turns his head away, but there is no hiding the flush in his cheeks. You already know that. Of course I do, but you are not the type to boldly declare your love in front of others. I wouldn't say I did it boldly. Rod's voice is an embarrassed mumble. I crossed my arms thoughtful. I confess, I was a little taken aback by your comment. Jesus. Regardless of where his curiosity came from, the boy was right. I'm not a prince. You're my prince. In the future. Why is that a problem? You yourself did not wish to remain a prince. I know that. Can I get the microphone a little bit right here? He smiles weakly before turning his attention back to the view outside the window. Something definitely seems off about him. Ugh, I don't like this. Oh yeah, knees. Look at her dark circles. See, that's dark circles. Princess Yume, Rod, welcome! Anise is the first to welcome us when we arrive at the March-in. No sooner have we stepped inside, however, that another person makes himself known. What? If it isn't everyone's favorite princess. Oh, it's him, Chevalier. Smiles is as sunny as always. He steps forward and sweeps into a courteous bow. It's been a while, Princess Yume. That it has. Hello, Chevalier. Chevalier? Somewhat of a car. Ever since Chevalier's curse was broken, he has been working at his clinic. I like the new haircut, though. Yeah, that's all. Gone is the tensionless fur I used to know, and this place is the optimistic doctor. Oh, okay. Okay. I like him a little bit more. Who still makes ill-timed jokes? Oh. Soon we were surrounded by people. Rod stands awkwardly in the center of the room, surrounded by Chevalier, Anise, Delore, and Parfait. Walt is seated away from the commotion, leaning on an armrest with a grin on his face. Oh my god. Parfait's cousin Shinna is seated by the window, reading a book. He has not greeted either of us. Excuse me. Oh, Delore looks so beautiful. Love that hair. Maybe this is just my imagination, but... Delore raises an eyebrow. Her Royal Highness is looking particularly buoyant today. And are you cheeks red? What? Oh, Parfait looks so cute. She's still got the dark circles though. She's still sick. Can I do a Parfait? Delora, you shouldn't tease Yume so much. Parfait beams. Being able to flaunt one's love is always a thing to celebrate. Dora looks at me and snorts. Who are you, and what have you done with the princess? I still can't believe you fell in love. I can love! Were you guys not here for this? I bristle at the words. It's not as if this is news. And anyways, what is this supposed to mean, Dolora? Sorry, princess, you're just too much fun to tease. But in all seriousness, I'm glad you found someone just as stubborn as you cherish. Why did I give Dolora a southern accent? Like, I saw that. I heard that. I'm standing right here. Dolora turned her grin to Rod. You must have some magic on your own, being able to melt the Ice Princess' heart. Come now, Dolora. You're embarrassing them. They make it far too easy, Parfait. Rod turns away with a grumble, arms crossed. Chevalier breaks the momentary silence with an easygoing laugh. It is a pleasure to see you again, Sir Rod. I haven't seen you since you left in Burgundian that first time. I want to give him a British accent, because when I think of Chevalier, I think of that. I forgot what his name is. You know that red-haired guy from Black Butler? He's giving me that vibe. He pauses, considering. Well, you were much shorter, but now look at you. You're almost as tall as the rest of us. Maybe I should. I don't know how to do a British accent. He reaches out as if to set a hand on Rod's head, but Rod pulls away with a grimace. What do you mean, almost as tall? I mean, he's almost there. I mean, Rod looks good for his height. He looks cute. Oh man, and then you have Waltz in the middle. Compare. Waltz is taller than all of them. Waltz pointedly clears his throat and steps between Rod and Chevalier. So, how are things at the palace lately? Rod's expression softens. I can tell he is relieved by the change in subject. They're alright, busier than normal, but that's to be expected from the news. Chevalier steps forward and squints at us in turn. What? Oh, that was Rod. There are dark circles under your eyes. Have you been under more stress lately? Rod raises an eyebrow. It's rude to impede on someone else's space. My apologies. How do I do a Sebastian accent? How do I do that? I can't do a Sebastian voice. Chevalier takes a step back. And I'm fine. He is under more stress. He is doing well. I mean, he's under stress, but like, is that... I mean, these choices for the best ending... I mean, he is doing well. Though Chevalier is quiet, I can tell by the wrinkles between his eyebrows that he is unconvinced. Before he can say anything else, I decided to offer my own opinion. Because I'm that girl. He's doing well. He's just been busy is all. He's working as a dance instructor and taking lessons with the king. Your concern is unwanted and unnecessary. Chevalier smiles. Sorry, I am, but my nature a worry. It's true. Chevalier takes his work seriously. A little too serious, in my opinion. Oh yeah, he's a doctor. Oh yeah. Lady Dolora, I am trying to keep my patients healthy. I like that voice I did for him. That was not a good voice. He shakes his head. Anyways, I am relieved I'm just overthinking this. I lean closer to Rod and whisper in his ears as the conversation carry on. You are not allowed to overwork yourself. Understood? Stern. I love it. Rod signs. Understood. He smiles, but it does not reach his eyes. Oh, I see what she means. Like, if you cover his face, yeah, that's not a smile. Somewhere nearby, a book snaps shut. Must all of you be so loud? Who's that? Who's this? Oh, this is Cinna, Parfait's cousin. He's small. This is not what I expected him, but he looks cute. Cinna approaches, book tucked under his arm. I swear, a person can't read in peace in this place. He stalks out of the room with a glare affixated to his face. There is a silence for a few moments when he leaves. Then Chevalier laughs. The tiny lord is always as lively as always. Tiny lord? Why does he come up with this strangest nickname? I mean, that is a good nickname for him. I guess that's one way of describing him. He may seem temperamental, but I assure you, Cinnamon is quite pleasant once you get to know him. The squeaky voice is hard. I glanced at Rod. Seems like a certain someone I know. Rod says something, but even as I watch, he still feels a yawn. His eyes look glassy. He's really tired. Exactly how many hours of sleep did you get last night? An hour or two? Oh god. Please, go to sleep. Rod! You're definitely pushing yourself too hard. Chevalier is right. You should take better care of yourself. I know you. You always push yourself. Rod shakes his head. Never mind, it's nothing. What? I know there's something on your mind, Rod. What? Rod responds with a smile, and when I continue to scowl at him, he plants a kiss on my forehead. Okay. I swear it's nothing important. Don't worry. I'll get some rest when we get back to the palace. Fine. Though not all of the old boarders are present today, we decided to make the most of our small reunion. I need to prepare a small meal for dinner, and the gathering is lively. It's a shame Sir Garland and Sir Lady Julian couldn't be here, and it's just been months since we saw Prince Claude. I bet Sir Garland and Lady Julian are having some kind of honeymoon thing. The Knights wanted me to apologize on their behalf. They have been busy training new recruits. Oh, they're training. Oh, okay. And the last time Claude wrote, he said he was busy with his duties. I doubt he'll be free anytime soon. I'm glad he still sent us letter every so often. No, that's really cool of Claude, even though he's in a different kingdom. I too rather missed having Miss Karma around. Chevalier groans. Speak for yourself. Miss Karma was always staring daggers at me. With good reasons. Lady Delora! Parfait laughs. I'm sure we'll get the chance to have a bigger reunion soon. The conversation goes on, but I notice one person has remained quiet throughout. Who? Rod? Oh. Rod has not spoken a word since we started eating. He can't eat? Is it because he's tired, stressed, or is there something else on his mind? I don't like talking to people when I'm eating. So maybe that's probably what Rod's feeling too. I hope I can get to the root of whatever it is soon. Chapter 3. No More Secrets. And that's where I stop. Because we'll do chapter 3 and 4 at another time. We play chapter 2, Cinderella Phenomena. I played chapter 2, Cinderella Phenomena. We watched a bunch of game trailers. We might do anime next. Yeah, we're gonna do anime next time. I think I'll stream Friday, maybe when I get off work, and we're gonna play Black Rock Shooter. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the streams. Thanks so much, guys, for watching so far. Thanks for sticking through. Alright, guys. Thanks so much for watching the stream, and I'll see you guys soon. This is a really good stream.